Welcome, welcome to a session on psychological aspects. Psychological aspects related to PhD or research work, or the mood swings that may take place during PhD work or research work. Because remember, it's not just one day or 1 month or 1 year work. It may take from maybe minimum of 3 years to sometimes 10 years also. 10 years also. You will go through different psychological phases. Psychological phases. Again, this is part of the short course on research methodology. Fear of failure. Whenever you start doing your research work, or before doing the research work also, or during the research work, so you will have what is called as fear of failure. You may think that you may not succeed. You may lose confidence. You may lose confidence. You may get periods of self-doubt. So you may think that you may not complete the PhD work or research work. But remember, it is part of the research process. Fear of failure is part of the research process, and it is common. It happens to everybody. If it didn't happen to anybody, that means they have not done the PhD on their own. So if you have done the PhD on your own, if you are doing the PhD on your own, then definitely you are going to experience fear of failure at some point or at many points also. So failure, don't get discouraged. So try to recollect how you started riding a bicycle, motorcycle, or maybe how you started working, how started walking as a child, how you started walking as a child, how you started speaking actually. So there will be many instances of failure, many instances of failure, and failures are part of the process, and you will learn. So PhD is no different. So definitely you will learn through failures only. They increase your understanding and maturity. You become more mature whenever the failures are encountered, whenever problems are encountered. You get more matured. And enthusiasm. So there will be periods of enthusiasm, high enthusiasm. There will be periods where there is absence of enthusiasm. Initially, usually whenever you try to join the PhD, when you join the PhD or research, you start doing the research work, there will be a lot of enthusiasm. There will be a lot of enthusiasm. But unfortunately, this enthusiasm diminishes as the length of the time you have to spend on a single problem increases. As you start spending more and more time on a single problem, and that problem didn't get solved, because there are many things which you have to do. So there will be periods where you have enthusiasm and you lose enthusiasm. Initially, you will be over ambitious. Definitely, you think that you can do many things in a quick time. You do many things in quick time, but it will not happen. So it takes its own time. So if you are over ambitious, try to be practical. Increasing interest in work. There will be periods where your interest in the work increases, particularly when you start enjoying the work. And when you start defending your work, when you start publishing your work, so increase in the interest will definitely enhance. There will be periods of isolation also. So usually, because PhD is your own work, same work will not be done by other students, other classmates, etc. It's not BTech, MTech. So you have your own work to be done. So there will be periods of isolation. Intellectual isolation is in fact necessary, because it's your own problem you have to solve. Your problem you have to solve on your own only. Nobody is going to help. So there will be periods of Isolation. There will be periods of isolation. Frustration. You get frustrated. So whenever you fail to solve any problem or any issue, you get frustrated. So it will not be simple to solve all the problems which you get. It takes considerable amount of time. Sometimes, in spite of your best efforts, you may not be in a position to solve them. You have to find alternative solutions. Or maybe you have to take alternate path also. So as the research progresses, new ideas will come. It can be fortunate or unfortunate. New ideas will come and you will be tempted to pursue new ideas. New ideas will come and you start deviating from your work. New ideas will come in the sense that you start deviating from your work. You think, okay, this is better, I will go like this, I will solve like this, I will take this problem, and you will be jumping from one problem to another problem, from one way to another way. So you will be wasting your time. Maybe during the initial stages you can do it, but when deadlines are approaching, you should be careful. Don't try to experiment. Go with the path which you have chosen. Concentrate on the problem at hand. Deviating from the problem is one of the main reasons for the failure of many PhD students, because they don't concentrate on one problem. They try to solve multiple problems, they will fail. Hard work pays. So usually we think we should be highly intelligent, but it's not just intelligence. In fact, more important is consistency and commitment, determination rather than brilliance. That is required in the case of PhD work. Euphoria. There will be periods where at which you feel euphoria. At the end, you will be overwhelmed with the feelings of joy and achievement. Usually, whenever you achieve something at the end of the PhD, maybe after getting very good publication in the essay journals, there will be periods of euphoria. So you enjoy them. But have control. Enjoyment is also very much essential, but have control. Don't cross the limits. Others getting in first. So usually if you are working in an organization, or if you join as a regular PhD scholar, you will find some 10-15 people who are doing research, who are doing the PhD. Some might have completed, some may have completed half, some may be starting, some may be progressing very well. So there will be different kinds of people, and you may think that others are doing their best. Of course, sometimes there may be people who have a lot of commitment, who are more intelligent, who put a lot of hard work. So they may be better, but you should not get discouraged. It's your own work. It takes its own time. So similar work people may be doing. You may think that others might do the same work and publish it. Of course, it will happen. You should be able to publish it as early as possible. But even if you don't publish it, if somebody else publishes it, work similar to your own work, don't get discouraged. Definitely your results will be different. If you have not copied, or if that fellow has not copied, your results will be different. Your approach may be different. Your way of presenting the results, or your way of achieving the results, and the conclusions, insights you draw can be different. So don't get discouraged. So actually, one of the things which people observe is whenever you are trying to defend, or if you attend research review meetings, etc., what is the latest work you have considered? So latest work is work which is similar to your own work. So don't get discouraged if somebody else publishes. Cite it, improve it. In fact, they have made your task easy. Okay, cite it and then improve it. Do the critical analysis of it, find the limitations of it, and do your own work based on that one. Based on that one. Periods of self-doubt will be there. You are not alone. So it is common to everybody. Sometimes you may have to take time off, go for a vacation, 1 week vacation, etc. But don't take long offs. Long breaks will damage your PhD progress. So because the continuity is required, if you take a break for 3 months, 6 months, then that means you are starting from the, you go to the beginning actually. You go to the beginning. Don't take long breaks. Short breaks now and then, they are permitted. In fact, sometimes they are necessary. Whenever you are not progressing, take a break, rethink after a break. So don't take long breaks. So this is regarding the psychological aspects. There will be periods of frustration, self-doubt, enthusiasm, interesting, euphoria, etc., etc. All these things you have to go through if you really do the PhD. So this is regarding this session, psychological aspects. Go to the next session, persons involved. Who are the persons involved in the research? Thank you.